Another good day today. Working card units in preparation for Jacksonville. We think that's appropriate. We're excited about taking the next step in development, a little bit more game planning, going on the road, being in some of the environmental challenges associated with that. Jacksonville has been in one additional stadium, and so they're a week, further down the line in terms of collective maturity or development, and that's exciting. We look forward to measuring ourselves against that and them in that environment, and that's probably our mentality as we lean in on the rest of the week, starting to prepare for that and provide more detail and depth to our planning. And so from that perspective, it was a good day. We got more work ahead of us tonight in the classroom, and we'll continue to do similar things tomorrow. From a health standpoint, Loudermilk wasn't able to finish with a rib injury of some kind that's being evaluated. No steps backwards for the people that are working in an increased manner in an effort to get back to us, and so we're excited about that trajectory. We're going to need all hands on deck this weekend in Jacksonville. I'll pause for questions.
Mike, you've seen Kenny take reps with the twos for a couple of days now. What do you like about his development this week?
It's preparation more than anything. He's going to get some reps in more varsity-like action in this game in an effort to get to know him and see how he fares, and what he's doing out here is just preparing for it.
What do you think of Chris and his work on the scout team today?
Chris?
Odomkin.
He did some good things. He's been working diligently. He is locked in. I appreciate his approach to business, the level of maturity that he's displaying, and it's only a matter of time before he gets more physical reps to show what he's capable of.
Mike Jaylen Warren is carrying the football around. Are you happy with how he's handled this situation and taken the seriousness he's taken with all security?
They all do. That's just standard operating procedure for us.
Did you suggest that to him, or is that?
Every back on our group does that. We pass that ball around. That is nothing new there. That's part of our culture.
Like what you're talking about with Jacksonville, having played in 2 stadiums already, and your preseason, you've got a bunch of teams that have spots to be won on their roster. A lot of guys competing hard. Did you notice that in Seattle, and how does that prime you guys for your own players who are trying to win spots?
I don't worry about the Joneses, to be honest with you. We got enough going on here in terms of taking 90 or now 85 to 53 in the division of labor within. Those stadium opportunities are weighted differently because we're not simulating football. It is football. And so we're excited about it. We're excited about the challenge that Jacksonville presents us. But again, it's about us. It's not about what others are up to or what their agenda may be.
Before Gunnar got here, he was primarily a returner. Just what has he shown you with his receiver skills so far?
He's adaptable. He's versatile. He plays multiple spots. He's tough. I can't say enough about his toughness that he displays, whether it's related to toting the ball or blocking or otherwise. He's a game guy.
Mike, what's been your impression of Pat Freiermuth this camp so far?
Pat's done a good job, man, getting on the moving train. He missed some time because of injury, but he's a wired-in young guy. But you're still uncomfortable with young guys missing time. It's reasonable to expect him to take a significant jump here in year 2, in spite of the success that he had last year, because he's just got the knowledge and the experience associated with where he is. And so I expect him to continue to work hard and continue to be a guy on the rise, and I'm excited maybe what 2022 holds for him.
All right. What has Steven Sims brought to your receiver group?
He's working extremely hard. He's working to define a role. I don't know that I can describe it from a role perspective. He's a guy that's fighting for a place or a seat on the bus.
Mike, are you treating this game or the final game as your dress rehearsal?
I don't know that I'm addressing this game as a dress rehearsal. We are doing more game planning as part of the evolution of development, and we'll get to next week.
Anyone else?
Coach, as you trim down the roster, are those decisions hard? Are they easy? Or is it just, it is what it is because you have to make them?
From a professional standpoint, they're not very hard at the early stages of it. From a personal standpoint, it is hard because there are men on the other end of those decisions.